How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and I just want to start out this video by saying happy birthday. Statistics is pretty crazy, but it's probably at least one of your guys' birthday today. Let me know if it's your birthday down in the comments down below. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great day. Today we're going to be taking a look at some clips you guys sent me on Instagram. If you want to send me some clips, just tag me in them at _ Drew Peacock. You can see it right here. Give me a follow if you want as well. Let's just dive right in with the first clip. Hondas in the wild. They're evolving. Honda boys are evolving. They realize that they are not rear-wheel drive, so they have to make the best of it. Throw that bitch in reverse, and it's pretty much rear-wheel drive. Am I right? I mean, look at him go. Donuts like there's no tomorrow, and he doesn't hit anyone. This guy's better than any Mustang driver out there. Holy crap. Wow, someone hit me up on OfferUp. He just showed up the whole muscle car community, okay? He isn't crashing into anyone, and he's doing it backward. Yeah, I mean, he has, probably a quarter of the horsepower, but still, he's managing to break loose, burn some rubber, make some smoke, entertain the crowd, entertain us right now watching it. Some good shit right there. Props to you, Honda boy. Full send. I'm surprised he didn't hit anyone, honestly. I mean, going in reverse like that and just fucking whipping around. A few times he got pretty close, too. I mean, if he would have whipped it right there, everyone was stepping back. If he would have whipped it right there, he would have knocked some people over like some bowling pins. That's a close one, too, right there. Damn. All right, Honda boys. Don't start doing this. This is very dangerous, and I'm very surprised he did not hit anyone. This is not how you guys should be trying to do donuts anyway. Just don't do donuts. He looks like, I mean, this is probably the only time he's ever done it, I'm guessing, and let's hope it stays like that, because honestly, this isn't as cool as he probably feels like he is.
Woo! Oh shit! Yo, that shit was nuts, bro.
What went wrong here, okay? Who's at fault? BMX guy at some, well, it sounds like a racetrack as we hear cars in the background, or the little slammed Miata that just happened to be in his way? Who's at fault here? Now I'm gonna fucking blame this moron here. What was he going for? I mean, I ride BMX. I'm not a pro or anything like that, but you generally know where the fuck you're going. You generally have an idea of where you're gonna go. And I don't know if he was gonna like 180 onto the car or over the car or what the fuck his idea was. But this was just the dumbest shit ever. And like the first time I saw this clip, I felt so bad. I mean, the wing just gets completely torn off of the car, completely crushed. The Miata looks like it's ready to just go drift, have some fun. And this fucking BMX douchebag came and ruined it. Solid 180, but I mean, what was the plan here? What was the end goal, okay? And I like how he looks mad too at first. Like, really, dude? You got my fucking way? Like, you really had to park right here? I'm over here at this racetrack and you really had to get in the way of my set? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I had keys in my back pocket, man. That hurt me. That hurt me a lot. Like, look at, he looks mad right here. He's like, what the fuck? God, you fucking moron. You're the moron here, dude. You're the moron. You just destroyed this guy's wing. He looks fucking bummed about it. Fuck. If anyone knows the full backstory, please let me know down in the comments. I don't know if this was like for a video of some sort, but wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't have been doing this at the racetrack, buddy. It's not a skate park. Lamborghini Performante loses control and crashes into a brick wall. A bunch of you guys have been sending me this clip. I've seen it a few times now, and it's just sad. Okay, we have a Lamborghini Performante, as you guys can see, and probably the most popular color on the car scene right now. Everyone and their mama is doing their car this color. I see fucking every types of car this color. Camaros, Mustangs, Dodges, Hellcats. Everyone and their mama has their car this color. I'm sorry. It's a very nice color, but it's getting overdone. I love the color, don't get me wrong. I never really get tired of looking at it, but full send. Guy went fucking fucking full send and just wrapped it around a tree. It looks like a brand new one too. I mean, he's leaving the car show. All-wheel drive, you managed to lose control, just let off. It's not that important. Let off. You don't need to wrap it around the tree. In the end of the day, this looks worse than you just letting off. Right there, it doesn't look all that bad. And then if you look, there's like oil dripping out, and it's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. Look at that nice ass like marble carbon fiber wing. I believe that's what they call it. It's like a marble pattern carbon fiber wing. It's beautiful. This car is absolutely beautiful. Don't get me wrong. My buddy Mark, the guy with the Super Leggera, he is looking to get one of these. Possibly, we'll see. Maybe, you know, Mustang versus Performante. I'm pretty sure it's gonna win on my current setup right now, but we'll see when I get my new toys. We'll see how it goes. But let's get a rip in the chat for this beautiful Lamborghini. Went out with a bang. Not how I would have liked to see it go, but wasn't ready to stretch its legs and run. It had barely started walking, and you just killed it. That just goes to show money can't buy skill. Let that be a lesson to all of you guys that want all these super fancy, nice cars. If you don't know how to drive, you don't know how to drive. No matter how advanced and how much technology the car has, you're gonna fucking crash if you don't know how to drive. And if you're a dumbass and try to show off. Let's move on. Nissan 350 fail. Let's take a look. He stayed in it. That was his problem. Honestly, that's just what it comes down to. He stayed in it. Let off. If you're breaking loose, let off. Okay, you didn't try to drift around the corner, so you weren't going for that. You're breaking loose. Let off or shift. Do something because you're just losing control. It looks like he has camber too, so he has probably what, like 3 inches of traction right there. He has 3 inches of grip on the rear wheels. Probably, well, his front wheels are probably a little bit better, but just let off. And it looks like it's raining too. This is just all bad. Honestly, all bad. It looks like he didn't hit the pole, but I mean, rip oil pan for sure. You're gonna need a new oil pan, new front suspension, new wheels probably. I mean, going up a curb with a car that low, that's some serious damage. I mean, you guys get stuck on speed bumps, that's a fucking curb. There is no easing onto that. That's a fucking curb. I say this with all 350Z fails. Just because you have the car does not mean you are a drift god, okay? Drifting isn't something you can wing. You can't just learn it on the spot. And practicing on the what looks like a wet street, you know, a 2-lane street, what's your fucking plan right here, man? You're gonna crash, okay? And especially when you got camber like that, you're gonna crash. You have no sort of traction. You can't, you can't correct yourself. You're fucked. You're just fucked. So, guys, don't do anything stupid. Practice in an empty parking lot if you really want to do it, I guess, the safest way possible. Besides at a track, go to an empty parking lot, jerk yourself off, and practice with the 350. It could have been a lot worse. He could have slammed into the pole right there. Props to him for not completely destroying us, but you never know what actually happened to the undercarriage. I don't see any oil leaking out right now, so either he cracked it, or he scratched it, or just hasn't started spewing out yet, puking all over the floor. Beautiful color. I love 350Zs. They're nice. When the VTEC kicks in. I'm honestly impressed. I'm not even gonna say anything bad. I'm honestly impressed. I mean, he got like 4 or 5 feet off the ground. Look at this angle right here. He could have jumped over people. It could have ended a lot worse, and there could have been people where he was landing, which would have been horrible. But honestly, I'm impressed. Good job. Good job, little Honda. I mean, you got some air. I know you only weigh like 800 pounds because you only have a little 4-cylinder, but good job right there, man. You got some serious air. Props to you. This Honda was trying to be an STI, but just turned out to be a Mustang. Went into the crowd. Thankfully, it was just a crowd of trees, but it could have been a lot worse, like I said. The car actually doesn't seem like it got that damaged. I mean, these trees were pretty thin, and like I said, I'm just so happy that no one got hurt. Could have been a lot worse. He might have actually been able to get out of there and continue the race, which would have been very impressive. Good shit, Honda. Let's move on. Last clip of the day. How did this bumper not break? That bitch looks like it's fucking rubber, okay? That straight up looks like a rubber bumper. It looks like someone took the condom off of their dick and wrapped it and made it into a bumper, okay? That's some impressive shit right there. I'm serious. I mean, that is some good ass shit. Don't buy fiberglass. People always ask me, hey, I'm looking to get a new bumper. What do you recommend? This is probably polyurethane of some sort. It's flexible. It's allowed to do that. My bumper is polyurethane. It is flexible. I'll give you that. Fiberglass, if this was fiberglass, would have shattered. Completely shattered. You'd have fiberglass everywhere, okay? It would have sprinkled everywhere, and then you get all fucking itchy trying to fix it. Fiberglass is not fun. Polyurethane, or whatever the hell this material is really good, okay? This is the difference between a quality bumper and a piece of shit little like Duraflex, or I believe that's the brand Duraflex. They make like a bunch of fiberglass shit. That's the difference right there. Is this will be able to take the beating. If this was Duraflex fiberglass crap, it would be shattered. That whole front face would be gone. You guys see a lot in the Ricer Nice and the Ricer cars on Craigslist and shit. The other series that I do, you'll see cars missing their whole front lip, and 99% of the time, it's because it's a fiberglass bumper. They're missing this whole little like mouth section right here. I'm gonna call it the mouth section, the lower lip. They're missing that whole section because they hit something or they scraped and it just fucking snapped off. That's the difference right there. So quality parts will give you quality results. Good shit, Miata. You did not cheap out. It actually looks like a pretty clean build if you're going for the static, slammed, fucking dirt nasty low Miata. That's a pretty clean build. I'm gonna give you props on that. I mean, it looks like it's damn near kissing the floor the whole time. It's rubbing its ass the whole time down the street, scratching its balls. Good shit. NA Miatas look like a lot of fun. They'd be a good fun project car. It's just around here, around where I live, if I were to buy one, it'd be beat to shit, and it would need a new motor, new trans, new everything. So it's just, I don't know. If you get one in good shape and you can restore it like this, that's some good shit. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video right here. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments down below. If you want to send me some clips, just tag me in them on Instagram. Join the flock, hit the subscribe button. Until next video, peace.